following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus for this Wednesday, March the 11th. And today we're going to take a look. It's our first of our three-set series with the White Sox and the Cubs, where we're going to be talking today. It's going to be solely about the starting lineups. Next week, it's going to be rotation, and then we're going to do over-under just a couple days before, I believe, opening day of the Major League Baseball season. So let's start off with the White Sox. Let's get into that starting lineup. I'm excited to see it. Let's take a look here. They got leading off and playing second base Chase Meredith, who we saw a little bit last year. And the one thing I remember from him, unfortunately, was the drop ball. Kyle Teal's got a great future. He's batting second and catching. Colson Montgomery batting third and at shortstop. And again, the power hitter now, the power is going to be there for the White Sox. You got Munetka Murakami, who, of course, I got a chance to see. He struggled in the WBC to this point. I mean, obviously, you got Shohei Ohtani and Seiya Suzuki doing the job, but I think it might take him some adjustment. Like every year, Seiya Suzuki's gotten better with the Cubs. I think you're going to see the same thing here with Murakami, but maybe he'll come out of here and the ball flies out of the south side. Then Miguel Vargas at third, batting fifth. Austin Hayes has had a great spring from what I've seen in the games, just even against the Cubs, has done phenomenal. Andrew Benintendi, which we really haven't heard that much of this spring, batting seventh. Edgar Quero is the DH. He's also a catcher. And then Brooks Baldwin. So I think right there you have a team where you don't look at the lineup and be like, who the hell's that guy? I mean, even as an outsider, I mean, obviously I'm a Cub fan, but being able to recognize these names mean the White Sox have something going here. And I think Austin Hayes is going to bring a nice key. And when you have someone with that pop, a Murakami, I know you're a lot of people are upset. Maybe you're going to miss the fact about not having Luis Robert anymore, of course, as he was traded. But you just gotta look past it. And I think hopefully Murakami is going to be the guy for him, or is going to be the guy. And I think he wanted to be here on the south side, so I think it's going to be really good. But I like this lineup, and the fact like I said, the fact you look at this lineup and you don't go, well, who the hell's that guy? Why is he starting? I think that is a great thing for the Chicago White Sox, and I really like that lineup. So a great job there. And I think overall, I think you got to like where the White Sox team is at offensively. I think the rotation when we get into next week, a little more question, but when you can hit the ball, it might be a team where they're going to score 11 runs, but they're going to give up 10. So, I mean, we'll see. And I mean, the bullpen has gotten good as well. We're not getting into the bullpens of these two teams, but I think because we're going to do lineup rotation, but I still think it's going to be really exciting. So I think a really nice lineup for the White Sox. Now let's shift gears and let's go to the north side and take out their lineup.
The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Okay, let's take a look at that Cub lineup now. Opening day, of course, like we say, only a couple, not even that long away. 2 weeks from this upcoming Thursday, technically Wednesday, but Thursday here. But here's the lineup leading off, playing first base, Michael Busch, and they said he's going to face lefties as well. I think that's huge. Batting second at third base, Alex Bregman. That's the shirt I'm wearing today that I was gifted to by Brandon James. I think that was a gift for me to get off his network. Batting third and in lefty and Happ. Batting fourth in right field, Seiya Suzuki. Batting fifth, center fielder, PCA. Batting sixth, second baseman, Nico Horner. Batting seventh and DH, Moises Ballesteros. Batting eighth, shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And batting ninth, catcher, Carson Kelly. Now, with this lineup, I mean, you look at the top of it, I think Alex Bregman was huge. That adds just that much more depth to this lineup. And I think, I mean, Carson Kelly had an unbelievable first half of the season last year. You can't expect that again. I think it'll be interesting for him. Dansby Swanson's hit the ball very well in spring. Hopefully if he could have a power year and just really do it with the bat. Obviously the defense is there. It helped us. Basically was the reason the Cubs beat the Padres in that wild card series. What we get out of I hate when people say that. What the Cubs get out of the DH spot is going to be huge. Ballesteros, and then of course and you got Horner as your sixth guy who's a contact guy. I'd love to have him. Maybe a lot of people judge the Ian Happ thing, and of course possibly you don't know if you really want him at third or batting third. But we'll see what happens there. I think I like Nico at the top of the order, or put him in ninth and have basically a second leadoff man. So I think that's a good lineup as well. And like I said, putting Bregman in that 2 spot, putting Bregman on this team, I think adds that much more depth to the Chicago Cubs. And I think that's what makes their lineup one of the best in baseball. And again, as long as they don't have one of those terrible streaks they had in the second half of the year, I think they're going to be a very fun team and a team that we could look at offensively. Just not everyone can go on a drought at the same time. And then that will get this team to win the National League Central. And hopefully that'll be the case. We'll see what happens. So that is the White Sox. That is the Cubs. Next week, we'll go with the pitching rotations for both teams. Looking forward to that as well. Tomorrow, we're going to update you on the WBC quarterfinals and the semifinals coming up this weekend. We'll talk about the first round. I watched a lot of it over the weekend, and I've enjoyed it. It's been fun seeing that kind of baseball from other countries, passionate, even players arguing with managers, all that kind of stuff. So that's all coming up tomorrow on to close out the week. But don't forget, we'd like to remind you, 5 years of the whole Hello Chicago Network debuted on April 1st, 2021. And we did 300 normal episodes Monday and Friday. Then we bounced back to the debut of the Hello Chicago Network, which was 5 days a week. Then we switched it to 2 days a week. Now we're 4 days a week. So we're going to make up our mind eventually, but it's a full 5 year. We're going to celebrate by the Fan Focus Live, watching Cubs Angels 120, looking back at some of the best moments over the last 5 years of my baby, the Hello Chicago Network umbrella. So that is all coming up. Don't forget to like this video if you like what you hear. Subscribe to the or also comment as well your thoughts on the lineups for both teams, and also subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel every Monday through Thursday. We are focusing on Chicago sports, except sometimes we do get a little unfocused. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network, but we are the focus of Chicago sports.